All right, I just wanted to get some really, it doesn't even matter. They were just making out, like kissing each other and cleaning each other's face. Yeah. So I says, God, please, every time they're doing something like that, like really being in love, because they really love each other so much. And every time, by the time I get the camera and I get things set up, they run away. Yeah. So I was like, oh, please, please. They've been at it for a while now, but I had to. We got a lot going on this morning. A lot going on the bed, in the work area of the bed. We're making our new project. Show it real quick. That's the archways. Oh, see, we got them just in time. Okay, this is lunch. Clams and veggie nuggets. These are the archways, and this is going to be well, see these that's just a base coat, that paint, yeah. Um oh, what am I talking about? Well, and so, right, you got to show. Okay, so we have this jar full of gems. Oh god. See how hard everything is. It's all right. You've been at it for since early. This is all kinds of gems and crystals, similar to our Christmas tree that we have up there, only that we covered in garland and lights. Um, these gems are going to be used for these archways, right? We have many different types of pieces that are going to be on these archways. We have special clear double-sided tape that's going to do the job, not glue. We're not using glue because some of these gems, but they're too heavy. So we have to carefully hand select the flattest ones, and we're not sure yet what the color configuration is going to be. But we have a couple of dragons that are going to be involved in this. It's going to be a very funky piece when it's done. I think we're going to build stands for each of them out of this psychedelic neon clay that we have. Non-toxic, environmentally friendly, mind you. This is special clay that we got, and we've been waiting to use it in all these groovy neon colors. So we're not sure now where we're going to go with this, or what the configuration of the stones is going to be, or where the dragons are going to be placed. The dragons are they're very freaky and great looking, and they're going to look wonderful on these pieces when we're done. I think, John, what do you think? Stones on all sides? I think so. We're going to make it a really solid, funky thing because they're kind of thin, right? They're kind of thin. But we wanted it that way. Yeah, we wanted it that way because we wanted a thin piece so that the stones are going to take up the weight of the piece. Yeah. We've had these archways for over a year. I got these for like $1 a piece, really nice sanded wood, and I said, I know we will use these. I don't know. They've been sitting in my box, and we did the base coats we did in Christmas, red and green, metallic red and green, and with a slathering of gold just on each side. We did a very rough heart with a crucifix and our initials, and you probably can't even tell that it's on there, but it's on both pieces. Just to demonstrate, uh, even if you have lupus or whatever it is that I have, an autoimmune dysfunction that is really not been formally identified. They say that it's one of the hardest things to identify anyway, but all things point to it. And I just got a new doctor that's going to finally get someone over here for blood tests. But I don't know what they're going to be able to do for me. Yeah, we're doing everything we can right now as far as pain management. So that with the autoimmune, it all boils down to rest, proper exercise of the joints, proper nutrition, again rest, that and knowing what your limitations are. Lena woke up with unusual amount of energy today, right? Because we detoxed for the last 3 days, yeah, and we're still detoxing, right? But I'm excited about this lunch. because it's I like nuggets and I like clams. Yeah, but again, we're taking a lot of detox herbs and supplements, and she woke anyway. Lena woke up with a lot of energy, and so art supplies came out, but now she has to rest. Right. When I start dropping things, when I start getting shooting pains in my limbs, it's like that's the body saying, all right, that's enough now. So I was going full speed for a good 2 hours, which for me is a gift. I just kept thanking God, like, oh my God, thank you. I'm doing this project finally. And you know, it's not, it's going beyond the conceptualization now. I'm at least got the base painted and the gems pulled, and now I can just sort of conceptualize for the rest of it. Right. Now we can go back to the conceptualization stage, which is just talking about the placement of the stones. And again, we can go back and forth with this kind of thing for hours and days, sometimes weeks. The conceptualization of a piece sometimes goes on for a month before we're actually working on the piece itself. Andy Warhol is here. Hi, Andy. What do you say about that? I I think that you're doing it the right way, and I think that maybe my thing became the factory for a reason. I had so many people working and doing pieces, and that was my living, and so it became really a monetary. It was a ego thing and a absolutely a conceptual, mind fuck extravaganza. But there's something to be said about not having any assistance and being forced to do the work yourself. You're John's assistant and he's your assistant. And yes, we out here do help. Yes, I know, Andy. Andy, I call a lot of my puppets, we call them Lena Warhols because a lot of them have that look to them. Yes. You wanted to, yes, let me just take care of something quickly. We like your new blanket, by the way. Yeah, this is my newest Christmas blanket. These are nice and small. They're actually, they make a nice little throw, but they're also great for a shawl, an extra blanket at night.
You want this blanket?
What?
You want this blanket?
No, thanks.
You talking about blankets?
Anyway, so hi, Johnny. Hi, Lou. Lou Rita's back. Hi, Andy. Yeah, we were talking about art, right? Yours. I was gonna say Christopher he's a good assistant, but you don't. You just ask him to reach for things or help you with some things that are really a little bit daunting physically. But for the most, by and large, Lena, you're the captain of your ship over there. You and John, your artistic ship. Yes, yes. You're winding down a little bit. Yeah, I am. I am. You feel sad about that a little bit. I really like when I have energy, and I feel so hopeful. Uh, when I'm energetic, and then it's like a balloon, and the air just starts leaving. The air just. Hi, John. Hello, sweetheart. You're my baby. Hmm. No pressure, no stress. The rest of the day, it's Saturday, cat day. Yeah, my cats left. That started the video. The nice little cats by the window. Yeah. You'll have energy again. Today was just a preview of the detox. All right, now it's time to go settle down. Let's groove. I like this eye thing. Yeah, we really have the same eye, don't we? Yeah. Look at this eye and look at John's eye. You have the same eye. I spy a beautiful girl. I spy a beautiful boy. Thank you, Mother and Father. Happy for the third night of the full moon? Yeah. It's all about the romance. Okie dokie, Smokey.